Welcome to game number 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals here in the WMBL playoffs. It's Ryan Schweitzer at Mitchell Field. Dustin Wells on the mound for the Swift Current 57's getting the start here. Joined a little bit in progress here, already one down as Scott Platt leading off for the Moosejaw Miller Express. Grounded out to the pitcher, trying to bunt his way on base. 57's getting the start here. And now Travis Abel to the plate. Wells is going to induce a swinging strike there on the breaking ball. And the count is 1-2 to Travis Abel. Glad that you could join us here for game number 2 of this Eastern semifinals. Dustin Wells getting the start, pitching to Mason Brown. Abel going to single into right field, a one-hopper to Nick Conyas, and there's the first base runner of the game, Travis Abel, with one out, singling the opposite way and putting himself on base. Abel on the year in the regular season, .270 batting average, 8 stolen bases. He was caught stealing only once. Ty Schindel to the plate. He had a big moment last night for the Moosejaw Miller Express, a Game 1 solo home run. So the native of Victoria with some pop in his bat, lefty-on-lefty matchup against the southpaw, Dustin Wells. Wells from Arizona played his school ball at George Fox University in Oregon, which is a program that's been good to the Swift Current WMBL team over the years. 0-1. Schindel's going to foul that one out of here. Wells on the year, 5 appearances, all starts, 35 innings of work, allowing 32 hits. Only 4 earned runs. He struck out 22 and walked just 5 in 35 innings worth of work and a minuscule 1.02 earned run average. One of the league's lowest ERAs for the lefty out of Arizona. Wells 0-2 pitch, and he will check Travis Abel at first base. Wells won't blow you away with his velocity, but he'll make the right pitch at the right time often, leading to that minuscule ERA of just above 1. Breaking ball at 73 miles an hour, and that is going to catch. Schindel looking 2 away here in the top of the first inning.
Now batting the first baseman, number 28, Ben Galkey.
Dustin Wells pitching to Mason Brown, Bodie Cooper at first, Keel Crumweedy at second, Brett Esau at short, Riley Campbell playing third base, Blake Adams in left, Matt Bondarchuk in center, Nick Conyas patrolling right field tonight for the 57's. 2 away, top of the first. Ground ball by Ben Dalkey into the glove of Riley Campbell. Thinks about second, Travis Abel, whose speedy was there, so he goes to first for the 5-3, and that'll do it for the Moosejaw Miller Express. Top of 1 in the books. Scoreless with the 57's up to bat right after this. Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino. Living Sky Casino. Living Sky. Use your game sense.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball. It's the playoffs, game number 2 of the WMBL Eastern semifinal. Mitchell Robinson getting the start on the mound for the Moosejaw Miller Express. Hard-throwing right-hander pitching to Cole Warkin. Ben Dahlke at first, Scott Platt at second. Cutter McDowell playing shortstop in this one. And third base for the Moosejaw Miller Express, Adam Cook. Outfield, Peyton Katuchis in left, Travis Abel in center, Ty Schindel in right. Matt Bondarchuk leading off here for the 57's. Mitchell Robinson on the year, 9 appearances, 8 starts, 50 innings of work. He allowed 42 hits, only 16 earned runs, striking out 38 and walking 10 along the way. ERA of 2.88. He goes right after Matt Bondarchuk. And Robinson bringing the heat, 89 miles an hour. We gun that fastball at. Robinson did pitch an inning against the Swift Current 57's in game number 48 of the regular season. That fastball did touch 90. Going after Bondarchuk, back-to-back 89-mile-an-hour heaters. Cutter McDowell at short gets the throw to first, somewhat off target, but good enough to take care of Bondarchuk, and there's one away here. Riley Campbell moving up in the batting order will now take the long, slow walk to the plate. Campbell 3 hits and 4 at-bats last night, a .750 batting average in the WMBL playoffs thus far. Regular season for Riley ended .322 with a home run and 22 runs batted in, stealing 35 bases as Mitchell Robinson, right-handed pitcher, drills Riley Campbell with one at 87 miles an hour.
Now batting, sponsored by Living Sky Casino, the left fielder, number 24, Blake Adams.
Is there a game within a game with that pitch? Mitchell Robinson of Golden, Colorado. Very healthy strikeout to walk ratio, and a straight 87-mile-an-hour fastball gets Riley Campbell right in the upper arm. Blake Adams to the plate now. We'll keep our eye on Riley Campbell at first as Robinson checks him. Bet you he does that again just to let the league's stolen base leader in 2017 know that he's thinking about him. Fastball up and in to Adams, 87 miles an hour on that offering from Robinson. He fouls it off, and it's 0-1. Bodie Cooper, who had a bottom of the 9th solo home run to tie the game last night before the subsequent 57's 4-3 win, is on deck. 0-1 count to Adams. 88-mile-an-hour heater for strike 2. Trevor Drury behind the plate. Looking to have a bit of a bigger strike zone than Huck Craig had last night. 2 strikes against Adams. 1 down here. Riley Campbell on at first base after he was hit. Fastball just below the letters to Adams at 89 miles an hour, and it's 1-2. Mitchell Robinson, the Moosejaw Miller Express nominee for MVP. Changeup, and Riley Campbell in with the stolen base. So Riley Campbell wears a stray fastball, and, well, we think it was a stray fastball, gets himself to second base. Count 2-2 to Blake Adams. Off-speed pitch thrown by Robinson. Good pitch to steal on for Riley Campbell after a steady diet of heaters to Blake Adams. Fastball low and away as Adams cuts at that. Foul. Count remains 2-2 with 1 down here. So 2-2, 1 down. Adams, second most runs batted in the WMBL regular season. He had 54 of them. And the speedy Riley Campbell in scoring position. Robinson. There's his changeup, which we're clocking 79-80 tonight. And it's 2-2. Beautiful night for a baseball game tonight. Had a nice night for a contest last night before Mother Nature started dumping on this one in the 8th inning. Heater, ground ball, over to first. Riley Campbell advances to third as Adams grounds out to Ben Dalkey.
Now batting, sponsored by Millhoff Electric, the first baseman, number 5, Bodie Cooper.
57's had a few heroes in the bottom of the 9th last night. Bodie Cooper was one of them, tying the game up at 3 with a solo home run before Riley Campbell, Keel Crumweedy, and eventually Mason Brown combined for the late game small ball heroics for the 57's. Two down, Riley Campbell now at third base. Robinson up and in to Bodie Cooper. 1-0 count. Bodie 306 batting average in the regular season. Swats at that ground ball, and that's a foul ball. Hit down the third base line. Adam Cook checking into this series, playing third base for the Moosejaw Miller Express. Bit of a different look tonight in the Moosejaw infield with Cutter McDowell moving to shortstop and Adam Cook playing third base tonight. Two and one, the count to Bodie. Bottom of the first inning, a scoreless tie thus far. Game number 2 of the WMBL Eastern semifinals. We're glad that you could join us. I'd like to say hello to all the Moosejaw Miller Express fans taking in this one. 84 miles an hour from Robinson hits the outside corner of the plate, and it's 2-2 to Cooper with 2 out, and the opportunistic Riley Campbell at third base. Brett Esau is on deck for Swift. 2-2 pitch. Robinson. Ground ball by Bodie. Slow roller to Cutter McDowell. He'll collect himself, make the throw on target to Ben Dalkey, and that'll do it for the Swift Current 57's in the bottom of the first. They strand Riley Campbell after he was hit by a pitch. To the top of the second we go. A scoreless tie between Swift Current and Moosejaw. Back with more 57's baseball right after this.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense. When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes, unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57's. We're back with Swift Current 57's baseball. Ryan Schweitzer at Mitchell Field in the sense-making city of Swift. Cutter McDowell to lead off for the Miller Express.
The shortstop, number 37, Cutter McDowell.
McDowell 262 in the 2017 regular season. He had 3 home runs in 22 games played, so had he played a full season, good for between 6 and 7 home runs, which is certainly better than average. So McDowell's a guy with some pop in his bat. Scoreless tie here. As we get a look at Swift Current superfan Tracy Moen prior to last game. There's Trace. Wave to your fans. Or don't. Tracy won another $500 on the local ball toss promotion. He's the only baseball fan in Swift Current to ever win the Wallace Construction ball toss $500 prize. And Trace has done it twice. The unofficial mayor of Stewart Valley. I know any Swift Current WMBL alum more than familiar with Tracy. Dustin Wells, 2 strikes against Cutter McDowell as McDowell hits one into your living room. And the count is 0-2. Cutter McDowell from Friendswood, Texas. High fly ball. Look out, front row. Next action for the 57's is tomorrow night in Moosejaw. We will have that webcast for you from the big wood monster at Roswell's Park. One and 2 to McDowell. Wells goes to his fastball. Jam shot by McDowell. Hit to center field. Matt Bondarchuk there to make the catch.
And with that out, beer is on sale. 2 for $8.
High fastball inside. McDowell didn't get the swing on that ball that he would have wanted.
Now batting the catcher, number 19, Cole Workin.
And that'll bring Cole Workin to the plate. Miller Express regular season catcher Zach Fascia departing at the end of the season, so Cole Workin seeing duty behind the plate for Moosejaw. 1 down, nobody on here, top of 2. Fastball outside from Wells for a 1-0 count. Wells a regular season strikeout to walk ratio of 22-5 and 35 innings of work to go with that 1.02 earned run average, as he's going to get a strikeout of Workin as that is sent out of Mitchell Field, foul. Two and 1. Count to Cole Workin. Workin playing for the Moosejaw Miller Express, a native of Regina. So he's about a half-hour commute to work for the Miller Express, as well as goes curveball. That curveball being released about eye level, dropping into the strike zone. Ground ball, and that's going to be through the 5-6 gap in the Miller Express. Second hit of the ball game. Cole Workin singles his way to first. That'll bring Longmont, Colorado's Pate Katuchis to the plate. Katuchis held hitless last night against Bobby St. Pierre, who had himself a game. 57 starter going 8 innings, striking out 11 along the way. 6 hits and only 1 earned run in a 3-2 win. Bobby didn't get the win, though. That went to Lane Downing as breaking ball from Dustin Wells gets away from Mason Brown, and river dancing his way to second base is Cole Workin. So 1 down, 1 on, runner on at second for Katuchis. Wells and Mason Brown agree on a 1-0 pitch. Fastball. That's hit to left. And over top of the new patio addition at Mitchell Field here, where there's a few fans enjoying a great view of the game. And a long strike. Looks like some of the crew from Living Sky Casino taking this one in. One of the sponsors of our webcast, and we certainly thank them for that. Glad that Trevor Marion and his crew are enjoying a bird's eye view of this baseball game. 1-1 the count now to Katuchis. Breaking ball, strike 2. Curveball rolling in at 73 miles an hour. And Dustin Wells, as he is so often, ahead of an opposition hitter here. Top of the second and scoreless. 1-2 pitch. And Wells steps off and takes a good long look at Cole Workin as the sun bathes the players here on Mitchell Field in Swift Current. Couldn't ask for a better August night for a game number 2. High fly ball. Blake Adams in left field. Gets underneath that baseball. Catch is made. 2 away. Runner stays put at second base.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 32, Grant Westmoreland.
Talk about players who pitched a gem of a game last night. Grant Westmoreland did everything he could for the Moosejaw Miller Express, going 8 innings, surrendering 2 earned runs. Now the native of Pearland, Texas, will work as the designated hitter tonight for the black and yellow. 57's had a tough time hitting off the lefty last night. Dustin Wells. First pitch fastball, strike 1. 0-1 the count. 2 away here, top of the second inning. Westmoreland representing the number 8 spot in Moosejaw's batting order. Adam Cook from Cambridge, Ontario will hit next. Maybe this inning. As Wells looks Cole Workin back. Regina Red Sox in the top of the first, to a quick 3-0 lead on the Weyburn Beavers in Weyburn. And those are the only runs that have been scored thus far in the WMBL playoffs, as Wells' fastball is in for strike 2. Oh-2 pitch. Curveball. 2-hopper to Keel Crumweedy, who will play catch with Bodie Cooper for the 3rd out of the top of the second as Westmoreland rounds out to the second baseman. 1 is stranded, none score. Bottom of 2, Swift at the bat. It's scoreless here in Swift Current.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Welcome back to this WMBL Round 1 playoff game. Eastern semifinals.
Number 11, Brett Esau.
Five, 6, 7 due up for Swift Current. Brett Esau, Keel Crumweedy, and Mason Brown. Mitchell Robinson. First pitch fastball to Esau, just a bit outside, and it's 1-0. Scoreless tie as we find ourselves in the bottom of the second. Swift Current with a 1-0 series lead after last night. Fastball to Esau, gets a small piece of it, 1-1. Robinson, 1-1 pitch. Esau hits that deep, hit back, not coming back.
And that is a WMBL
With one swing of the bat, those passers-by in the outfield have a souvenir, and Brett Esau has given the 57's a 1-0 lead. Esau, 87-mile-an-hour fastball, just below the letters. Sends it over the fence in left field.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 18, Keel Crumley.
And a quick and sudden 1-0 lead for the Swift Current 57's. Brett Esau, his first of the postseason and 12th of 2017. Keel Crumweedy hits that to Cutter McDowell.
Now batting, the catcher, number 9, Mason Brown.
Mitchell Robinson about to deliver his 20th pitch of the ball game. 1-0 lead for the 57's here in the bottom of the second. Mason Brown last night, bottom of the 9th inning, he needed to get a bunt down, and he did to help the 57's walk off. 88 miles an hour fastball to Mason Brown, 1-0 count. Fastball that paints the outside corner of the plate at 89 miles an hour, and it's 1-1 with one down here. So Mitchell Robinson bringing some heat. Slashed foul by Mason Brown. 88 miles an hour, heading low and away that time. And it's a 1-2 count with one away here in the 57, suddenly up 1-0. Ground ball, Brown. Cutter McDowell charges that one and throws it hard to first base to take care of the 57's catcher. And there's two away, back-to-back 6-3 plays by the Miller Express infield.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 32, John Baeta.
Designated hitter tonight for the 57's is John Baeta as he makes his way to the batter's box. Baeta from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Mid-season acquisition for the 57's, giving them a little bit more depth in their batting order and a little bit more depth behind the plate at catcher. Baeta is going to try and bunt his way onto base here. Robinson gets the throw to first in time, and that'll do it for the 57's. Baeta grounds out to the pitcher. And there's some discussion as to whether or not that ball hit Baeta coming out of the batter's box. Joe Carnahan wants an explanation. Umpires are going to discuss here. We may be summoning everybody back here in just a moment. As Baeta, who hits from the right side of the plate, went to push that one down the line. And that may have got a piece of him. And that's easier than bringing everybody else back on the field, I suppose. Joe Carnahan will get an explanation, and we will play commercials. Back with more after this.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
When you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and a wide variety of wings. Need something to go? Visit their off sale, selling cold beer, hard liquor, wine and coolers, and all the ice you need. Need takeout or a catering service? Call 306-778-4600. Smiley's Lounge, North Service Road East, Swift Current.
Welcome back to the 57's and the Moosejaw Miller Express. Brett Esau with one swing of the bat has given Swift Current a 1-0 lead, his first bomb of the postseason, and 12th since arriving in Swift Current on the campaign. What a find Brett Esau was, and what an addition he's been this year.
Leading off for the Moosejaw Miller Express, the third baseman, number 16, Adam Cook.
Former Northwest Pirate, member of the Okotoks J-Dogs Academy, Frank Phillips Jr. College, where he played his college ball last year, and Brett Esau with a monster summer in Swift Current. It's just to the left of Dustin Wells playing shortstop as well, and that's another thing with the injury to Grant Van Scoy. 57's needed someone to step up and play a solid short, and Brett Esau has been able to do that thus far. Miller Express with one swing of the bat, Adam Cook. And it's a 1-1 ball game. So Brett Esau with a bomb to left field in the bottom of the second. Moosejaw on the top of the third. Adam Cook checks into the series big time. His first at bat of the postseason. First pitch that he's seen, and whammo. Over the fence it goes. Or pardon me, second pitch that he's seen. First one just outside the strike zone. Wells, breaking ball, top of the order, Scott Platt, fly ball. And venturing into the outfield grass to make the catch is second baseman Keel Crumweedy for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 30, Travis Abel.
Abel singled his last time up. One away with Ty Schindel on deck, nobody on. Dustin Wells, breaking ball. Abel gets that bunt down. Mason Brown hurries the throw to Bodie Cooper.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Abel grounds out to
24,
2.
Ty Schindel.
As Mason Brown, 2-3 out. Ty Schindel caught looking the last time he faced Dustin Wells. One home run this series, .250 batting average in the playoffs thus far. First pitch fastball from Wells finds the strike zone, and it's 0-1. Moosejaw looking for the series split in Swift Current after last night's 4-3 win. Changeup from Wells, 0-2 the count. Did he go? Yes, he did, and it's a strike 3 on Schindel. Second time Wells has struck him out.
1 run, 1 hit, no.
Well, Wells would like one pitch back. Bottom of the third coming up, 1-1. After an Adam Cook home run for the Moosejaw Miller Express. We'll see how Swift responds right after this.
Would like to take this time to extend many thanks to Dr. Ritzy Ibrahim, Dr. Stacey Bolton, Central Avenue Physiotherapy, Alpine Dental.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
Thank you to Swift Current Building Supplies for providing the materials for the new patio at Mitchell Field.
See Swift Current Building Supplies for all types of lumber, kitchen hardware, tools, power tools, fence, and shed packings.
At your one stop, we carry everything shop for building and renovation.
Building supplies, farm and ranch, construction, paints, and decor. Swift Current Building Supplies, Swift Current's complete home and farm building supply center. Highway 1 West.
Welcome back to 57's Baseball. At the tail end of that commercial break, Nick Conyas managed to reach on air as he slammed one past shortstop Cutter McDowell. Ball that hopped past McDowell at short. Conyas on at first now, leading off for the 57's here in the bottom of the third. And Matt Bondarchuk to the plate. 25 pitches this game for Robinson here in the third. He quickly checks Nick Conyas over at first. Pitch is fouled into the backstop by Bondarchuk. Bondarchuk representing the top of the order for the Swift Current 57's, his second at bat of the game. Rounded out to Cutter McDowell. It's shortstop, last time he was up. Fastball hitting the gun at 88 miles an hour. One pitch with Nick Conyas on at first. Runner in motion. Fouled off by Bondarchuk as the 57's try to put together a hit and run. Breaking ball, and that's going to squeak past the third baseman. Nick Conyas galloping to third base. He'll get there standing up, but slide in just to play it safe. And Matt Bondarchuk with a double, advancing himself and Nick Conyas.
Sponsored by JCS Bus Lines, the third baseman, number 8, Riley Campbell.
So two in scoring position with none out now. Riley Campbell to the plate. Campbell was hit by a pitch the last time he was up. Ended up stranded on base way back in the first inning. Now there's 2 on and none out. Change up, stays up, and it's a 1-0 count to Riley. Campbell out of Wadsworth, Ohio, University of Toledo, Ohio. Fastball from Robinson. Just misses up by a bit, and it's a 2-0 count to Riley. Fastball hit to Cutter McDowell, backhands that one. He'll have to eat it, and Riley Campbell on at first. Second error of the inning for McDowell, whose everyday position is not shortstop.
Now batting, sponsored by Living Sky Casino, the left fielder, number 24, Blake Adams.
Not the worst thing to happen to the Moosejaw Miller Express in that scenario, as McDowell was able to knock it down. Runner stayed put, and they filled the empty base at first. Bases loaded for Blake Adams is always a dangerous proposition, but in any event, the Moosejaw Miller Express taking care of Riley Campbell, who's a dangerous hitter, and giving themselves another option for an out here. So none out and the bases loaded, though. Mitchell Robinson and the Miller Express are going to try and get out of a jam here, as 88 miles an hour of fastball is just a bit out, 1-0 count. Bodie Cooper on deck. The man with the second most RBI in all the land at the plate now for the Swift Current 57's. Adams, ground ball to McDowell. They'll try and turn 2, 6-4, not quite 3, and Conyers comes in to score, and the 57's grab their one-run lead back. Blake Adams putting the baseball in play. Matt Bondarchuk advancing to third base.
Now batting, sponsored by Melhoff Electric, the first baseman, number 5, Bodie Cooper.
One away here, men on the corners, as Bodie Cooper gets the play from 57's assistant coach Eric Dorton, his third summer in Swift Current. Doherty. Bodie Cooper grounded out to short the last time he was up. One hit last night, and it was a monumental one, a bottom of the ninth home run to tie the game up at 3 before the subsequent walk-off by the 57's. Breaking ball from Robinson. 76 miles an hour on that offering. 1-1 with one away here. 57's with a one-run lead after Blake Adams reached on a fielder's choice with a runner on at third base to bring a run in, with none out. One down, 57's players on the corners. Fastball into Cooper. Pops that up. And Adam Cook at third base makes the catch for the second out of the bottom of the third.
Now batting the shortstop, number 11, Brett Esau.
Stakes just not high enough for Bodie yet. He saved his best for last night in that bottom of the ninth. Brett Esau 1 for 1 this game. Solo dinger to put the first run of the ball game on the board. 87 mile an hour fastball between belt and letter high that he made no mistake on. Fastball catches the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1 to the native of Meadow Lake. Kid's got a lot of cans to try and get back to the concession stand to trade in. Got to bring a wagon to the next game or something. Fastball just catches the outside part of the plate, and it's 1-2. Robinson's fastball was hitting 90 earlier this game in the first inning. Pretty consistent now, around 88. Blake Adams in motion, hit and run is on with 2 outs. Infield fly by Brett Esau. And Ben Dalkey, first baseman, makes the catch.
1 run.
Swift Current will leave a couple out there and score one in their half of the third. 2-1 lead for the 57's. Dustin Wells and the 57's defense will try and keep it that way when we return.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
Fourth inning is brought to you by Boston Pizza.
We'll see if the teams continue to trade runs here in game number 2 of the WMBL Eastern semifinal. Ryan Schweitzer at Mitchell Field. Ben Dalkey, most popular player in Moosejaw, winning the fans' choice vote. Regina Red Sox 5-0 lead on the Weyburn Beavers in Weyburn. That's in the bottom of the second. Edmonton Prospects with a 2-0 lead on the Okotoks Dogs in the top of the third inning. And in Lethbridge, the Bulls with a 3-2 lead on the Medicine Hat Mavericks. And here in Swift Current, 2-1 lead. Ben Dalkey, left field. Blake Adams, one down.
Now batting, the Swift Automotive Gear batter. The short
Cutter McDowell flew out to center field last time he was up. Slow roller to Brett Esau, and Esau has a tough time with the throw. And Cutter McDowell, who was handcuffed by a few ground balls playing shortstop himself, is the benefit of some similar luck to the 57's player in the number 6 spot. Funny, the checks and balances of this great game of baseball. And now Cole Workin to the plate, singled his last time to the plate. Dustin Wells, fastball, drilled into the backstop. Nothing in one the count. Wells, breaking ball. Towering fly ball. They got a fine beat on that one at Swift Current International Airport as Brett Esau makes the grab.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 10, Pate Katechis.
Pate Katechis. Looking for an elusive first hit of this series. Katechis capable with the lumber. We saw him homer in the Swift Current 57's final regular season game in Moosejaw. 14-9 win for Swift.
We're going to get that foul ball and bring it back to the souvenir booth. To get a
Swift Current in 2017 as of today on an 8-game winning streak. They won their last 7 of the regular season, including the first of the playoffs. And the 57's franchise, a 10-game playoff winning streak, stretching back to when this team had a different name. As Cutter McDowell is checked over at first base, Dustin Wells unloads fastball to Katechis. Broken bat shot, exploding lumber. And Katechis gets his first hit with a bang. he creates some
Now
kindling.
batting, the designated hitter number 32, Grant Westmoreland.
Dustin Wells in this one, 43 pitches. So far, only 6 outside the strike zone. So he's right around the plate with everything. As Grant Westmoreland hit a ground ball to Keel Crumweed at second the last time he was up. 2 on here, high hopper. Brett Esau will win the race to second base for the third out here. And that'll do it for the Miller Express. Bottom of 4 coming up. It's a 2-1 lead for the Swift Current 57's. They will endeavor to add to it when we return with this baseball webcast brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Keel Crumweedy leading off for the 57's. Bottom of the 4th inning, Swift with a 2-1 lead. Crumweedy, Mason Brown, John Baeta. Fastball from Robinson, and it's 0-2 to Crumweedy. Breaking ball, 78 miles an hour out of Mitchell Robinson. Robinson, that was his 44th pitch of the ball game. 40 pitches to get through 3 innings, not bad for Robinson as he touches 90 with that fastball to Crumweedy. First 90-mile-an-hour offering Robinson's had since the first inning. Keel Crumweed is going to blow a bat up here too. Cutter McDowell, barehanded throw to first, not in time. Not a good night for the Lumber, but a heck of a night for hitting infield singles.
Now batting, the catcher, number 9, Mason Brown.
That's Keel's first hit of the series. He scored the game-winning run last night after he was walked. Brown grounding out his last time up. Brown, like he did last night to win the ball game, gets that bunt down. Thrown out at first. Keel Crumweedy runs to second base.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 32, John Baeta.
That sun is so bright right now. Right in the grill of the first baseman and the right fielder. An overcast night last night. Players in the field didn't really have to deal with the sun setting in the western sky, given the sky conditions. Tonight, though, just beaming across Mitchell Field. We'll see if Mother Nature finds a way to factor into this contest. Talking with 57's assistant coach Eric Dorton today, he felt that last night's precipitation really spurred the 57's on. Heading into the 9th with it pouring and themselves down by 1 run was a real motivator to give Swift a sense of urgency. Swift down 3-2 heading into the twilight innings of the ball game when the sky opened up and the rain started to fall, and about midway through the 7th. Fastball into Baeta. And it's 2-1. Baeta grounded out to the pitcher his last time up. 1 down with Keel Crum-Weedy on at second base. Baeta 267 in 9 games in the regular season. Ground ball, Cutter McDowell. Double clutches, throws to first. Baeta is retired. Keel Crum-Weedy advances to third.
Batting, the right fielder, number 26, Nick Conyas.
Nick Conyas, who got himself on via an E6 and came around to score. Second at bat of the game. Fastball low and away, righty on lefty here. Top of the order and Matt Bondarchuk on deck. Bondarchuk 1 for 2 with a double. We'll see if we get the opportunity to see Bondarchuk at bat here. 2 away, bottom of the 4th, 2-1 lead for the 57's. Robinson goes to the gas inside, and it's a 1-2 count. Some great pitching in this series thus far. All 4 starting pitchers either had great performances or in the midst of good ones. Last night, Bobby St. Pierre for the 57's and Moosejaw's Grant Westmoreland treating fans to a pitching clinic. 2-1 score here in the 4th inning. Mitchell Robinson. Ground ball. Hit by Conyas. Scott Platt will get the throw to Ben Dahlke. Keel Crum-Weedy will end up stranded. To the 5th inning we go. 2-1 lead for the 57's. Back with more of our webcast for Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino after this.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Broncos, if you have program number 105125, that's 105.
Dustin Wells in the Swift Current 57's.
Please go to the signature booth to claim your prize, courtesy of the Swift Current Broncos.
Now hoping to keep their 1-run lead intact.
First, the third baseman, number 16, Adam Cook.
Adam Cook made no mistake on a Dustin Wells fastball the last time he was up, depositing over the right field wall to tie this game at 1 at the time. Curveball this time, Wells to Cook. 2-1 Swift Current lead now as they've plated 1 run since that home run. Top of the fifth inning, 2-1. The 57's lead it. Shot to left field, Blake Adams. Just out of camera range, makes the catch.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 4, Scott Platt.
Scott Platt to the plate. Trust us on it. Blake Adams with that catch out and left. Top of the order, and Scott Platt, who's 0 for 2. First pitch, breaking ball, strike 1 to Platt. Platt hitting .333 in the series thus far. Regular season, a .276 hitter with a home run and 16 runs batted in. Dustin Wells. Breaking ball that Platt's in front of, and he fouls that off for strike 2. Wells pitching to Mason Brown, Bodie Cooper at first. Keel Crumweedy at second, Brett Esau at short, Riley Campbell at third base. Outfield, Blake Adams in left, Matt Bondarchuk in center, Nick Kanyas in right field. 1-2 pitch, Dustin Wells. Change up outside. Wells 4 1/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run. No walks as of yet, striking out 2. Fastball foul down the third base line. 51 pitches by Wells, only 8 have been outside the strike zone. Four 1/3 innings, and only 8 balls called against Wells. Jam shot. Slow roller. Brett Esau takes it on the run. That'll be a tough play. Gets it to first in time. Great job by Esau.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 30, Travis Abel.
Slow roller that I didn't think he was going to have time on. He had to hurry the throw, and he did. Great play by Esau. Curveball from Wells. Strike 1 to Travis Abel, who grounded out to the catcher the last time he was up, and singled in the first inning. Ground ball. Riley Campbell, looking smooth as a bikini wax, gets the throw over there. And Campbell orchestrates a pretty 5-3. And we will head to the bottom of the fifth. 57's lead is still 1. 2-1 the score. Back with more after this.
Over to Moosejaw Miller Express.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense. When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes. Unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57's.
The 57's coming off a great regular season on the field and off. Their attendance was up between 40 and 50% in the regular season. Over the last 2 years, it's been great to see baseball grow off the field. on the field hasn't been a concern for the 57's for the last 20 years, regardless of what their name is they've always been a competitive team, consistently in the conversation for championships. 2015, a bit of a hiccup, but beyond that, Swift has always been an upper echelon team in the WMBL. And they finally had the off-the-field success to match the on-the-field with great attendance this past year. Some new items in the concession, growing with that new patio in left field after a first patio was added last year. As Matt Bondarchuk, ground ball, first base. Mitchell Robinson hurries over to cover. And a 3-1 at first as Bondarchuk grounds out.
Now batting, sponsored by JTS Bus Lines, the third baseman, number 8, Riley Campbell.
Riley Campbell's brother Aiden and the Regina Red Sox laying a thumping on the Weyburn Beavers as of right now. Lots of game left in Weyburn still. Bottom of the third, though, the Red Sox with a 5-1 lead over those Beavers as Riley Campbell is going to single into right field. No, he's going to get extra bases here as that's kicked out in right field. And look at Riley Campbell. He's running like people are chasing him. He stands up at third base and electrifying. Bit of base running by Riley Campbell. Ty Schindel mentally putting things in neutral in right field. That ball sliding past him, and Riley Campbell, who's greasy fast, puts himself into scoring position with one down.
24, Blake Adams.
And the Moosejaw Miller Express already played with fire, putting runners in scoring position for Blake Adams earlier. The damage was limited to just one run. And Adams with another crack at an RBI opportunity here in the bottom of the fifth. 2-1, Swift Current leads it. They've got Riley Campbell in scoring position. Fastball to Adams, low and away. 1-0 count. The native of Longview, Texas, the WMBL Rookie of the Year, first team All-Star. Last year's Rookie of the Year, Bodie Cooper, on deck. Fastball from Robinson, low and away. 2-0. Count. Adams thinking fastball here. Changeup. The heater from Robinson clocking about 88 miles an hour consistently. That changeup at about 80. And Adams just out in front of it for a 2-1 count. One away, Riley Campbell on at third base. Goes to that changeup again. Slow roller to Cutter McDowell. They're going to get Campbell at home. Campbell trying to get around the tag, and Adams will reach on a fielder's choice. Good bit of fielding there by McDowell to get the second out.
Electric, the first baseman, number 5, Bodie Cooper.
So Bodie Cooper with 2 away here. Blake Adams on at first base. A 1-0 triple by Riley Campbell. And the Miller Express dodging that bullet, putting him out via the 6-2. 89-mile-an-hour fastball from Robinson as Blake Adams took a few steps towards second like he was going to try stealing and then went back to first. Mitchell Robinson, 2.88 earned run average in the regular season. 1-0 in 8 starts, 50 innings of work. 38-10 strikeout to walk ratio in the regular season. Fastball up, and it's 1-1. Robinson thus far, 4 2/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned. No walks, no strikeouts yet for Robinson. Strike 2, breaking ball. 88, 89 mile an hour heater, that breaking ball at 75. Hasn't gone to that much. Consistent diet of heaters to the Swift Current 57's on this night. 1 2 with 2 away. Goes back to that breaking ball, and Bodie's all over it this time around. Smashing it into the outfield and galloping to third base is Blake Adams, putting himself in scoring position for Brett Esau.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 11, Brett Esau.
Back-to-back sliders from Mitchell Robinson and Bodie Cooper. Like the look of that second one, sending it into center field. Bodie's first hit of the ball game and second of the series. Brett Esau 1 for 2, solo bomb in this one, as he put Swift Current on the board. Fastball to Esau, 0-1. Mitchell Robinson, out of Golden, Colorado, goes to that slider and just above the hands of Esau, off the handle of the bat, fouls it off. 0-2 the count. Robinson goes back to the gas with the count 0-2, up and away, and 1-2 now. Keel Crumweedy on deck for Swift. Esau, 11 home runs in the regular season, 1 in the postseason, as he hit one earlier tonight. Breaking ball now, and deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, and a couple runners on base. Bodie Cooper on at first, Blake Adams at third. Swift has stranded a few tonight with 2 outs. 2-2 pitch. Good take from Esau. And it's a full count. Swift Current has left 4 on base tonight. We're in the 5th inning, bottom of, with 2 away, runners on the corners. Esau swings defensively at that changeup, heading low and away. That'll tap the roof of the snack shack where they're barbecuing bird dogs. And that young guy's going to hurry to the souvenir booth to get his shiny Canadian dollar. Fastball, just below the letters. Strike 3.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on.
2 are stranded. Swift is left on 6 tonight, but they lead it. 2-1 the score. Top of 6 on the way. 57's baseball.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Five innings of work for left-handed pitcher Dustin Wells. 5 hits, only 1 earned run. He struck out 2.
Leading off
Faced 20 thus far.
Right fielder, number 24, Ty Schindel.
He's been filling up the zone with strikes tonight. His counterpart, Mitchell Robinson, has thrown 75 pitches. 50 for either strikes or contact. 25 balls in this one as Wells. First pitch to Ty Schindel, strike 1. Dustin Wells, 55 pitches coming into this inning. 47 for strikes or contact and only 8 balls. So 5 innings of work and only 8 outside the strike zone. There's number 9, a breaking ball that just misses. So Wells, uncharacteristically now, a 3-1 count against him here. He's been surgical with his stuff tonight. And here in the top of the 6th, for the first time tonight, he hits double digits for balls. Fastball with the count 3-1, now a full count to Ty Schindel. Schindel has struck out in his previous 2 at-plate endeavors against Wells. That one handcuffs him. And that'll head towards the 57's dugout. Count will remain 3-2. Living Sky Casino, one of our major sponsors for our webcast this year. And we thank them for allowing us to bring you all of the 57's road games and, of course, following the team all throughout the playoffs. Ground ball. Keel Crumweedy. Backhand. 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 28, Ben Dalkey.
Ben Dalkey, scariest power numbers on the Miller Express in the regular season, a .331 hitter. 7 home runs, 44 runs batted in, as he led the Miller Express in all of the major hitting categories, average, dingers, and runs batted in. He was also second on the team in strikeouts, getting fanned 33 times. Dalkey's grounded out and flown out in his previous 2 trips to the plate here against Dustin Wells. Dalkey with a hit last night, but 0 for 2 thus far tonight. Wells with the count 1-2. Mason Brown was ready to celebrate strike 3. Trevor Drury says not so fast. 1-2 the count. Dalkey thought about that breaking ball. 2-2 with 1 down now. Two pitch. There's strike 3, changeup from Wells.
Agriculture strikeout for Dustin Wells. Now batting, the Swift Automotive Beer batter. The shortstop.
Third strikeout of the game for Wells, as Cutter McDowell makes his way up. Cutter McDowell hooks one foul. And it's a long strike for Dustin Wells. A much shorter strike to Cutter McDowell, and the count is 0-2. Pitch. Two-hopper to Wells, and from his left hand to the glove of Bodie Cooper, out number 3. Bottom of 6 coming up, still a 2-1 lead for the Swift Current 57's. They'll try their best to give themselves a little bit of insurance. Bottom of 6 on the way.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
When you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and a wide variety of wings. Need something to go? Visit their off sale selling cold beer, hard liquor, wine and coolers, and all the ice you need. Need takeout or a catering service? Call 306-778-4600. Smiley's Lounge, North Service Road East, Swift Current.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. A 2-1 lead for Swift.
The second baseman, number 18, Keel Crumweedy.
The utility player and relief pitcher from Glasgow, Montana, Keel Crumweedy, who's grounded out and has an infield single under his belt tonight. Bottom of the 6th inning with the lights on here at Mitchell Field. Mitchell Robinson from the Moosejaw Miller Express. First pitch fastball. And 1-0 count to Crumweedy. Goes to that heater. Keel hits it to right field. Ty Schindel makes the grab.
Now batting, the catcher, number 9, Mason Brown.
Brown's grounded out to short, and he successfully advanced runners with a sac bunt the last time he was up. Mitchell Field located atop a hill in Swift Current, one of the highest points of the cities. Breaking ball inside, 79 miles an hour from Robinson. When you pull into Swift Current on the highway during a 57's night game, you can see those lights from miles away. Fastball in for a strike. 1-1 with 1 away. John Baeta is on deck for Swift Current, who's DHing in this one. Thomas de Bonville with a night off. Brown lines one at Cutter McDowell. And that'll be drilled into the leather.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 32, John Baeta.
Baeta, 267 hitter in the regular season, 0 for 2 thus far. Baeta added for depth at the roster deadline. Change up from Robinson. Baeta getting 9 games in the regular season. And now seeing some action in the playoffs. 76-mile-an-hour changeup to John, 1-1. 2 away here in the 6th. 57's with a 2-1 lead. Breaking ball at the letters. Steady diet of fastballs from Mitchell Robinson in the first 5 innings of this one. Going now to more breaking stuff and changeups. There's that fastball, 85 miles an hour right now. Earlier this game, that heater was touching 90. 85th pitch of the game from Robinson. En route, 86-mile-an-hour fastball just misses, and Baeta will walk. That is the first walk of this baseball game.
The right fielder, number 26, Nick Conyers.
Both pitchers on point all around the zone tonight. Swift Current 57's deploying a hard-throwing right-hander in Bobby St. Pierre for game number 1, and then a soft lefty for game number 2. Moosejaw Miller Express mirroring that. Lefty Grant Westmoreland, who was making the right pitches at the right time. Certainly not relying on velocity last night, starting for Moosejaw. And then tonight, the hard-throwing Mitchell Robinson. Breaking ball gets away from Cole Workin. And John Baeta scoots to second base. Heater from Tacanias. Count is 1-2 with 2 away. Nick's grounded out and got on base via the E6 in this one. Also scored the go-ahead run. 2-1 is the score. Fastball low. Two pitch with 2 away. Conyers lifts one to center field. Travis Abel gets underneath the ball and makes the catch. Another one is stranded. 7 runs left on base, or 7 runners left on base for 57's tonight.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. After 6 innings complete, it's 2-1.
Mitchell Robinson's gotten himself in trouble a few times tonight, but he's gotten himself out of trouble. Still, the 57's lead at 2-1. Back with more of this webcast shortly.
Pretty good. Great night for baseball.
Indeed it is. So did you have a chance to take it last night to take game 1 win?
Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
Thank you to Swift Current Building Supplies for providing the materials for the new patio at Mitchell Field.
See Swift Current Building Supplies for all types of lumber, kitchen hardware, tools, power tools, fence, and shed packages.
At your one stop, we carry everything shop for building and renovation.
Building supplies, farm and ranch, construction, paints, and decor. Swift Current Building Supplies, Swift Current's complete home and farm building supply center. Highway 1 West.
The series will resume in Moosejaw tomorrow night. Breaking ball. Nice bunt from Cole Warkin.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 10, Pete Katachis.
So Warkin gets resourceful and finds his way on base. Dustin Wells with a runner on at first to deal with, as Miller Express coach Michael Hunt sends in his signals. Pete Katachis flew out to left and has a single in this one. Wells. Lefty on righty. Nothing and one the count. Called strike. Breaking ball, blocked by Brown. Runner at first stays put. 1-1. Like to say hello to Swift Current baseball alum Kelly Haraska, the man they call Horse. No player has worn number 19 since Horse's time. Strike two, and throw to get Cole Warkin is on target from Mason Brown. Or maybe not. Thought they had him at second. Oh, drop ball. All right. So runner on at second. Not a great jump by Cole Warkin. Count 1-2 to Pete Katachis. Breaking ball, line down the first base line foul, 73-mile-an-hour fastball from Wells.
Hey, I got a text from someone telling me to switch the inning on the board.
Top of the seventh inning. 1-2 pitch, runner on at second, nobody out here. Miller Express down by one and threatening. Curveball stays up, and it's a 2-2 count. 74 pitches out of the left hand of Dustin Wells. Wells just above the belt, and it's 3-2. Wells, 6 innings, 6 hits, striking out 3. 1 earned run, the home run to Adam Cook. Three-two pitch, runner on at second, nobody out. Wells will step off. Ground ball into the glove of Brett Esau at second. 6-3-1 hopper to Bodie Cooper, takes him off the bag, and there's runners on the corners now with nobody out. And the 57's and Dustin Wells in a little bit of a jam here.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 32, Grant Westmoreland.
Grant Westmoreland DHing for Moosejaw tonight. Westmoreland, 43 at-bats in the regular season, spread over 15 games, 9 hits, a .209 batting average. He's grounded out both his times up. So Westmoreland, who was last night's starting pitcher and pitched a gem for the Miller Express, called upon to be the designated hitter in this one. And he's going to try and get a bunt down. Fastball from Wells is past him. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Adam Cook, the number 9 hitter, is on deck. 1-0 pitch. Westmoreland off the handle of the bat. Brett Esau charges, and again thrown away at first. A run comes in to score. It's a tie ball game, and runners on at second and third. And Joe Carnahan wasting no time and getting out of the dugout as he's going to head out and have a chat with his infield here. A couple of slow rollers to short have resulted in the Moosejaw Miller Express tying this ball game up.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 16, Adam Cook.
So Adam Cook, who's homered in this one. Flew out to left field the last time he was up, now at the plate. First pitch offering. Outside the strike zone for a 1-0 count. Cambridge, Ontario's Adam Cook, none out here and 2 on. Miller Express have tied it here in the top of the 7th. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Wells, breaking ball. Fly it up. Riley Campbell hopes for enough room to make a play there, but that's going to be in the stands at third base.
Foul ball. Run and get that foul ball and bring it back to the souvenir booth to get a...
One and one the count to Cook. After that was fouled into the seats down the third base line. And Cook this time gets that bunt down. Mason Brown throw to first, and safe at first is Cook, loading the bases with none out. And the 0 for 3 Scott Platt makes his way up now. Platt 276 hitter in the regular season as he do. Infield in for the 57's, trying to keep everything in front of them. Dustin Wells. It's fouled into the backstop for strike 1. Moosejaw's tied the game and threatening for more. Bases loaded and none out. Ground ball. Riley Campbell. They get the force at home, and that'll be the first out. Platt gets to first on a fielder's choice. And a good job by Riley Campbell. One hopper at third base.
Number 30, Travis Abel.
57's a long ways yet from getting out of the woods. 1 for 3 tonight is Travis Abel as he makes his way to the plate. Abel one hit this series, 125 in this round 1 matchup with the 57's thus far. He was a 270 hitter in the regular season. He sends that one into the outfield, and that's going to be a base hit. One will score. And an RBI single from the center fielder gives the Miller Express their first lead of this ball game. And Joe Carnahan making his way out, and that's going to do it for Dustin Wells in this one. Dustin Wells, 6 1/3, 7 hits. 3 runs, 2 of them earned, striking out 3, no walks, facing 29 hitters along the way. 67 pitches for strikes or contact, 18 balls in the game for Wells.
This is a masterpiece pitching change. Now pitching for the Swift Current 57.
He will leave, and Jagger Harjo will make his way in. Jagger from Midwest City, Oklahoma, Tabor College. A college teammate of Swift Current 57's assistant coach Taylor Steen. Jagger coming on in relief. We'll tell you all about him in just a moment. We'll give him a chance to warm up, and we'll be back with more Swift Current 57's baseball. Moosejaw Miller Express now lead at 3-2, bases loaded, and 1 down in the top of 7.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
Jagger Harjo enters the game for the Swift Current 57's. On the year for Harjo, 6 appearances, 3 of them starts. Fastball for strike 1. 20 innings of work, allowing 17 hits, striking out 10 and walking 6. 2-0 with a 3.15 earned run average. Ty Schindel, the first task for Oklahoma native Harjo. 0-1 the count. 85-mile-an-hour fastball for strike 2 with the bases loaded here in the top of the 7th. Miller Express with a crooked number this inning. 2 runs across the plate to take a 3-2 lead. Change up, and that's going to be another hit for the Moosejaw Miller Express. In comes a run. They'll hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded. And it's a 4-2 lead for Moosejaw.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 28, Ben Dalton.
These two teams in their regular season series dead even in most stats. These teams met 6 times in the regular season. Both with 3-3 records. Both teams with 34 runs scored and 34 against each other. This series could be a war of attrition. First pitch from Harjo. Some umpires in the stands assess that as a strike, but Trevor Drury behind the plate says the count is 1-0. Harjo, fastball, 1-1. Ben Dalkey at the plate, 0 for 3 this game. One pitch. Breaking ball from Jagger. Potential double play. 6, 4, and 3. Swift turns 2. A couple are stranded, but 3 come in to score. And we head to the bottom of the 7th, and suddenly the 57's find themselves down by 2. 4-2 Moosejaw. Swift on the sticks when we return with 57's baseball.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino. use your game sense.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Well, the Swift Current 57's have more come from behind magic tonight. Matt Bondarchuk leading off for Swift, flying out to center field in his fourth at bat of the game.
The third baseman, number 8, Riley Campbell.
Riley Campbell's been hit by a pitch, got on base via an E6, and tripled for the 57's. He's been the biggest thorn in the side offensively of the Moosejaw Miller Express through games 1 and most of game 2 in this series. 57's down 4-2. They need Riley Campbell to get on base here as we get to the twilight innings of this ball game. First pitch fastball to Campbell, strike 1. Blake Adams on deck. It's a 4-2 Miller Express lead. Campbell showing bunt, pulls back, breaking ball. And 1-1 the count. .87 miles an hour right down the pipe for strike 2. Mitchell Robinson, 1-2 pitch to Riley Campbell with one away. Tries to paint the outside corner with that 89 mile an hour heater. Good take from Campbell, and it's 2-2. Breaking ball. Slow roller by Campbell. He better hurry. Campbell there in time. Scrappy Riley Campbell on base again. And a leadoff, or pardon me, 1-out infield single by Riley Campbell. One away here with Blake Adams coming to the plate.
Number 24, Blake Adams.
So Blake Adams with one away and Bodie Cooper on deck, representing the tying run for the 57's. He's reached on a fielder's choice twice. First pitch fastball to Adams, sent foul over top of the scorekeeper's box in our broadcast location here at Mitchell Field. Adams swinging strike on that heater. 0-2. One down with Bodie Cooper on deck. Riley Campbell at first. Robinson, 0-2 pitch. Fastball up and away. Mitchell Robinson, 6 1/3, 6 hits. 1 earned run. Striking out just 1 and walking 1. This is the 30th hitter that he's faced. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Swift Current down by 2. It's 4-2 Moosejaw. Pitch number 100 on Robinson's night, about to be delivered to Blake Adams. And Adams gets a piece of that 89-mile-an-hour fastball and fouls it off the catcher. Count 1-2 as Riley Campbell's checked over at first. One-two pitch. Two and two with one away. Curveball, just a bit up. And Blake Adams battles back from falling behind 0-2, and the count is now full to the native of Longview, Texas. One out, Riley Campbell on at first, and a 4-2 lead for Moosejaw. It's the bottom of the 7th inning. Three-two pitch. Blake Adams fouls one into the screen. 77-mile-an-hour breaking ball from Robinson, and it's 3-2 with one down. And Adams making Robinson throw everything at him. Miller Express warming up Galen Andrews in their bullpen. He'd like another crack at a save against the 57's, as he came on in the 9th last night. Three-two pitch to Adams. Ground ball up the middle. Cutter McDowell turns two, and that'll do it for the 57's in the bottom of the 7th. Moosejaw needed a big play defensively, and Cutter McDowell, not an everyday shortstop, has had a few adventures in the number 6 spot tonight, but he comes up big, turning a double play. Top of 8 coming up. Moosejaw will look to add to a 4-2 lead.
No one left on after 7 innings complete. It's 4-2 in favor of the Moosejaw Miller Express over the Swift Current 57's. Let's go back down to Mitchell.
All righty, fans, it's now time for the Wallace Construction Ball Toss. Enjoying this.
Live in Sky Casino. Live in Sky. Live it up.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Live in Sky Casino. Live in Sky. Live it up.
Use your game sense.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
We're back with our webcast of Swift Current 57's baseball, brought to you by Living Sky Casino and Crop Production Services. Breaking ball from Jagger Harjo. Nice bend on that slider. Cutter McDowell is the leadoff hitter for the Miller Express here in the top of the 8th. Moosejaw looking for some insurance. and trying to add to a 4-2 lead. McDowell, Workin, and Pate Katuchis do up. Harjo goes back to that breaking ball, shot to center field. Bondarchuk will have to hurry. That's going to be over his head. McDowell rounding second. Well, he'll stay put at second.
Now batting, the catcher,
Leadoff double.
Cole Morgan.
4-2 the score for the Moosejaw Miller Express. We're in the top of the 8th. They're looking for more here, as Miller Express coach Michael Hunt will share some words of wisdom with Workin. Jagger Harjo, 2/3 of an inning work thus far. Fastball from Jagger. Just misses out. 1-0 count. Fastball from Harjo fouled off by Workin. Workin 2 for 3 with a run scored this game. Last time he was up, a bunt single. It's one into your living room there, and it's 1-2. Curveball from Harjo, and it's a called strike 3.
Strikeout from Jagger Harjo.
Cole Workin caught looking at that offering. And one down with a runner on at second. Number 7 hitter in Moosejaw's batting order, Pate Katuchis. Single, and Katuchis has found himself on base as well tonight via the E6. .143 in this series for his batting average. .245 on the regular season. Fastball from Jagger, strike 1. Grant Westmoreland on deck. Harjo, heater up, and 1-1. .57's warming up Aiden Goodall in their bullpen. Harjo goes to the heater, swinging strike 2. Harjo hitting the gun at 88 on that pitch. Breaking ball this time is fouled off.
Yes, that's another second motor's foul ball. We're going to get that foul ball and bring it back to the souvenir booth. You get 8?
One-two pitch, one down. Harjo touching 90 with that fastball. 2-2 pitch with one away. Harjo's hardest pitch of the evening, moments ago. 89 that time around. Two-two pitch. One out, runner on at second. Breaking ball from Jagger. Just above the belt, full count. Longmont, Colorado's Pate Katuchis at the plate. 4-2 Moosejaw lead. They're looking for more. One away here. Breaking ball. Fouled into the backstop. Eight-pitch war of attrition. Harjo against Pate Katuchis. Count is full. Pitch number 9 of this exchange between pitcher and hitter. 89-mile-an-hour fastball walks them. Two on, one out for Grant Westmoreland, designated hitter, and last night's starting pitcher.
Number 32, Grant Westmoreland.
Fouled off. Fastball. 0-1. Fastball in. 1-1. Westmoreland limited at bats in the regular season. 43 at-bats, spread over 15 games, 9 hits for a .209 batting average. Westmoreland getting on base via the E6 last time he was up. He fouls that off of his person, and the count is 1-2. One, two. Fastball out. Ideal night for a baseball game here. Game number 2 in Swift Current. 57's looking to extend an 8-game winning streak and a 10-game playoff winning streak spanning over 2 seasons. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off by Westmoreland. 89-mile-an-hour fastball. Line drive up the middle, and Grant Westmoreland comes up big. Michael Hunt sending the runner at third, and the Miller Express will go up a field goal here. That's a big hit by Westmoreland, and Joe Carnahan making his way out to have a chat with Jagger Harjo. And they may go to the pen to summon Aiden Goodall. Joe will take the ball, and 2016 WMBL League All-Star Aiden Goodall will make his way into this one. Goodall's first postseason appearance in the regular season. 19 appearances, 27 innings of work, allowing 29 hits. Struck out 21 and walked 10. He's 0-1. 3.33 earned run average. Aiden Goodall will warm up, and he'll come in with 1 out, and his team trailing 5-2. Back with more of our 57's webcast after this.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense. When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes. Unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57's.
Welcome back to 57's Baseball. Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the balls and strikes between Swift Current and Moosejaw. Aiden Goodall coming on in relief. Runners on at first and second with one away, and Swift trailing 5-2 here in the top of the eighth. One and two. Miller Express in the driver's seat here. A solid start from Mitchell Robinson. 57's will regret the number of men that they've left on base in this one so far. Shot by Adam Cook. Matt Bondarchuk makes the catch. Runner tags up, heads to third base, and to advance with a deep fly ball by Cook to center field.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 4.
Scott Platt to take a turn now. Swift has stranded 7 runners tonight, trailing Moosejaw 5-2. Scott Platt grounded out twice, flown out, and reached on a fielder's choice in this one. Two away here. Runners on at second and third. Aiden Goodall, seductive high fastball that Platt couldn't hold off of. And the count is 0-2. Fastball up and in with the count 0-2. Now 1-2. Platt leading off. Travis Abel on deck. Abel's had himself a game, 2 for 4 tonight with an RBI. Highlight of the night offensively for the Swift Current 57's was Brett Esau with a solo home run. Count 2-2, a one hopper to Mason Brown. Aiden Goodall pitching to Mason Brown. Bodie Cooper at first. Keel Crum-Weedy at second. Brett Esau playing short. Riley Campbell at third. Left to right in the outfield, Blake Adams, Matt Bondarchuk, Nick Kanyas. Bondarchuk playing in center field, expecting an opposite field shot from Platt as that fastball's drilled into the backstop. And it's 2-2 with 2 away. Deuce is wild. Another one hopper to Mason Brown. Full count.
Good job back there, baby. Hold on here, here we
One pings off the backstop standard here, off the woodwork, after an 87-mile-an-hour fastball from Aiden Goodall. Count 3-2 with 2 away. Top of the ninth. Runners on at second and third. Moosejaw can really blow this one open with a base hit. Platt continues to battle, looking for something he can drive. Another baseball fouled out of the ballpark. 3-2. Our next webcast of Swift Current 57's baseball will be tomorrow night, 7:05, from the Big Wooden Monster, Roswell's Park in Moosejaw. Will we be heading there with a series split? Or do the 57's have more come from behind magic in their bats? First, they got to take care of Platt. Fly ball into no man's land. This could be trouble. Nope, Nick Conyas is where he needs to be. The Miller Express will strand 2, and the lead is 5-2.
1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left.
Miller Express add 1 in the 8th, and the deficit for Swift Current heading into the bottom of the 8th is 3. We'll see if they can take a bite into that 3-1 lead. Galen Andrews on the mound for Moosejaw. We'll be back right after this.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Galen Andrews in to pitch for the Moosejaw Miller Express. Mitchell Robinson, 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned. Striking out 1 and walking 1, facing 30 batters for the 57's.
Number 5, Brody Cooper.
Galen Andrews. 13 appearances, 3 starts in the regular season for him, 23 2/3 innings of work, allowing 22 hits, 28 strikeouts to 11 walks. 1 save and a 4.18 earned run average. With Zach Fascia departing, Andrews called upon to be the closer. Bodie Cooper hit a bomb opposite field off of Andrews last night, so an opportunity for redemption for Galen Andrews. Or can lightning strike twice to Bodie Cooper? Nice looking slider from Andrews for strike 1. Blown save last night for Andrews. He will look to atone. 75-mile-an-hour slider drops low, and it's 1-1. Cooper, Esau, Crumweedy, 4, 5, 6 due up for Swift in the bottom of the 8th. They trail by 3. Bodie hammers that baseball into the backstop. .89-mile-an-hour fastball from Galen Andrews, inducing that foul ball into the backstop. 1-2 pitch. Goes back to that slider, and it's strike 3. Andrews. Slider, slider, heater, slider.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 11, Brett Esau.
Brett Esau, 1 for 3 with a solo bomb tonight. Andrews goes back to that slider, and it's strike 1. 76 miles an hour on that slider from Andrews, an effective pitch to righties. That time it stays inside. Release point a little bit earlier on that one, and it's 1-1 with one down here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 57's running out of last chances here in game 2. 88-mile-an-hour fastball hit by Brett Esau. Hit back, hit deep. And Brett Esau, his second dinger of the game.
Insurance SCI Canada premium play. A solo home run for Brett Esau.
His second bomb of the postseason. And that takes a nibble into the Miller Express lead. What was a 3-1 lead is now 2. 2 home runs surrendered in 2 games by Galen Andrews.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 18, Keel Crumweedy.
And now Glasgow, Montana's Keel Crumweedy. Brett Esau making no mistake on an 88-mile-an-hour heater fastball that was right where he wanted it. And now the deficit for the 57's is 2, 5-3, 1 down here, bottom of the 8th. There's that slider, which has been effective for Andrews in the first few batters that he's faced. Strike 2 to Crumweedy. Keel 282 in the regular season. Keel with an infield single this game. His average in this series thus far is 167. Called strike 3. That slider paying the bills for Andrews.
Now batting, the catcher, number 9, Mason Brown.
Come on, mate. We'll get him again, buddy.
89-mile-an-hour fastball from the right hand of Galen Andrews. Mason Brown, number 7 hitter in the 57's batting order. $89-mile-an-hour fastball coupled with a 76-mile-an-hour slider, the arsenal for Galen Andrews thus far. The slider gets to strike 2 against Mason Brown. Heater's just a bit up. I would imagine Andrews has a changeup. Count 1 and 2. Slider just misses outside. That's a good take by Mason Brown. John Baeta on deck for Swift Current. Bottom of the 8th, 5-3 lead for the Miller Express. Breaking ball in. 3-2. Couple of good takes from Mason Brown. Ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 32, John Baeta.
Live by the sword, die by the sword, Galen Andrews. A slider that struck out 2, walks Mason Brown. John Baeta. 0 for 2 with a walk this game. Fastball. Through Cole Workin. Brown to second. John Baeta representing the tying run here for Swift Current. John 267 in the regular season, 9 games, 30 at-bats, 8 hits, 1 home run, 4 RBI. Swift Current trailing by 2 here. They came into the bottom of the 8th, trailing 5-2. Brett Esau hit a solo home run to take a bite into that Moosejaw lead. 88-mile-an-hour fastball just misses up. 2-0 to Baeta. Nick Kanyas is on deck. Some Ched inside to Baeta, and it's a 3-0 count. John will likely take here. After a walk to Mason Brown, 3-0 count. Strike one. .30 fastball is automatic in the Wimble. Baeta fouls that off, and now a full count with 2 away.
When you get that foul ball and bring it back to the souvenir booth.
Three and 2 with 2 away. Galen Andrews. Slider inside. Oh, called strike 3. And Joe Carnahan out of the dugout. He's not going to be happy with that call. Pitch above the shoelaces to Baeta is called strike 3. Top of 9 coming up. Brett Esau hits a home run to narrow the lead. 5-3 Moosejaw.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
When you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and a wide variety of wings. Need something to go? Visit their off sale selling cold beer, hard liquor, wine and coolers, and all the ice you need. Need takeout or a catering service? Call 306-778-4600. Smiley's Lounge, North Service Road East, Swift Current.
Leading off for the Moosejaw Miller Express, the center fielder, number 30, Travis Abel.
Must resist urge to be a Homer broadcaster. Travis Abel leading off for the Miller Express. 2-3-4 due up here in the top of the ninth. 5-3 lead for Moosejaw. After a controversial strike 3 call in the bottom of the 8th. Fastball from Aiden Goodall is up. 1-0 count. Goodall. Foul ball inducing fastball for strike 1. Able 2 for 4 with a run batted in this game. Count is 2-1. Fastball up and in. 3-1 the count. 3-1 pitch, 3-2. Aiden Goodall. Fastball right down the middle. Another ball fouled into the backstop by Travis Abel. Three-two pitch. Strike three. A timely strikeout for Aiden Goodall in the top of the ninth. Tough out, and Travis Abel heads back to the dugout. Now Ty Schindel, 1 for 4 this game. He struck out twice to Dustin Wells. Thomas de Bonville coming into play center field for the Swift Current 57's. Defensive substitution here. Conyers, perhaps de Bonville, and Riley Campbell due up for Swift in the bottom of the ninth when we get there. Still a ways to go, though. Only one down here in the top of the ninth. Ty Schindel. Fastball from Aiden Goodall. Pops Mason Brown out of the crouch position. So defensively now for Swift. Still Goodall pitching to Mason Brown. Bodie Cooper, Keel Crumweed, first and second. Esau and Campbell at short and third, respectively. Outfield is Adams, de Bonville, and Conyers. Two and one. Fastball catches the outside part of the plate, and it's 2-2. Fouled off by Schindel. 2-2, the count remains. We'll be back in Moosejaw tomorrow night for game number 3 of this Eastern semifinal. 7:05 first pitch from Roswell's Park. Well hit ball by Ty Schindel. And that's going to one-hop the wall. Schindel scampers to second base. And on a 2-2 pitch, Ty Schindel doubles, putting a runner in scoring position with one down.
Now batting.
The big bat of Ben Dalkey to the plate now. Dalkey had a hit last night, 125 in the series, 0 for 4 this game. Dalkey led the Miller Express in most offensive categories this year. Best batting average on the team at .331, most home runs with 7, most RBI with 44. Moosejaw would love it if he could provide some insurance for them right now. Runner on at second base is Ty Schindel. Dalkey swings at the first offering from Aiden Goodall, and his bat snaps into the vacant air, and the count is 0-1. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3, and Cole Warkin goes down swinging. Miller Express plate 1, and the bottom of the ninth coming up. Swift Current trails a field goal. They got 3 outs to get 3 runs.
Tonight's attendance, 536.
Back with more 57's baseball after this.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
Thank you to Swift Current Building Supplies for providing the materials for the new patio at Mitchell Field.
See Swift Current Building Supplies for all types of lumber, kitchen hardware, tools, power tools, fence, and shed packages.
For your one-stop, we carry everything shop for building and renovation.
Building supplies, farm and ranch, construction, paints, and decor. Swift Current Building Supplies, Swift Current's complete home and farm building supply center. Highway 1 West.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball. Ryan Schweitzer at Mitchell Field. 6-3, Moosejaw leads it heading into the bottom of the ninth. Ben Dalkey in to pitch for Moosejaw. 11 appearances on the mound, 12 and a third innings of work, allowing 14 hits, striking out 14 and walking 5, 8 earned runs. 1-0 on the year with 2 saves and a 5.83 earned run average. 9-1-2 due up for the 57's. Nick Conyas, Thomas de Bonville checking into this game. And Riley Campbell after that. Nick Conyas, a run scored, 0 for 3. Fouled off by Conyas. That'll head over to the patio. Two and one. Slashed foul by Conyas. Fouled off of Conyas. Count 2-2. Ben Dalkey, first baseman for the Miller Express, coming in to pitch. Galen Andrews moves to first base. Grant Westmoreland playing left field now. Pate Katuchis in a third. Three-2 to Conyas. He fouls that into the backstop and continues to battle with Ben Dalkey here. Conyas fouls off another one and continues to battle with Dalkey. Shot by Conyas, hit to left field. Grant Westmoreland is there to make the catch for the first out of the bottom of the ninth. Top of the order, and Thomas de Bonville now for the 57's.
Sponsored by ACT, the center fielder, number 4, Thomas de Bonville.
Swift down a field goal here in the 9th. Fastball from Ben Dalkey. Hitting 88 miles an hour on the gun here. Dalkey goes changeup, 81 miles an hour, swinging strike, 0-2. $89-mile-an-hour fastball. Bonville looking to catch up with it. Fouls that off. 0-2. +600 fans here in Swift Current trying to will on the 57's to a come-from-behind effort here. One down, bottom of the 9th. Breaking ball from Dalkey, hit to center field. Travis Abel charges in and makes the catch. And 57's. One more chance.
Now batting, sponsored by JTS Bus Lines, the third baseman, number 8, Riley Campbell.
The spark plug, Riley Campbell, who's hitting .714 this series. 2 for 3 this game. Reaching on air, hit by a pitch, a triple and an infield single. So Campbell looking like a playoff performer for Swift Current. There's 2 outs, and Swift down by 3. Stranger things have happened. 87-mile-an-hour fastball from Dalkey. Campbell fouls that off the paraphernalia of Cole Workin. .02. 87-mile-an-hour fastball is up. 1-2 to Riley. 2 down here, bottom of the 9th. You have to think the Miller Express would be elated with a series split heading back to Moosejaw. Fastball just misses low, and it's 2-2 to Campbell. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Slider from Dalkey, and it's a full count to Campbell. Blake Adams on deck with 2 down. Ball 4 to Campbell. It's Campbell who's got himself on base by hook or by crook every time he's been up tonight. Now at first base.
Sponsored by Living Sky Casino, the left fielder, number 24, Blake Adams.
$89-mile-an-hour fastball up and in. 0-1 the count to Adams. Ground ball. That's going to sneak up the middle and put 2 on. And the guy who tied it with a home run last night is at the plate.
Sponsored by Melhoff Electric, the first baseman, number 5, Bodie Cooper.
With 2 on. 57's down by 3, and Bodie Cooper stepping in. Moosejaw's not getting out of here without a little suspense. 6-3 they lead. Cooper represents the tying run here in the bottom of the 9th with 2 away. Ben Dalkey 85 miles an hour, strike one. Cooper hit to shallow center field. That's going to drop in for a single. Riley Campbell scurries home. The deficit is 2. Brett Esau with 2 home runs this game.
Now batting the shortstop, number 11, Brett Esau.
Home run, flyout, strikeout, dinger. The 4 at-bats this game for Meadow Lake's Brett Esau. Cole Thibodeau coming into pinch run for Bodie Cooper.
Pinch runner for the Swift Current 57's at first base, number 1, Cole Thibodeau.
Brett Esau representing the go-ahead run. Esau has 2 home runs this game. Fastball in, ball 1. Keel Crumweedy is on deck. Will Brett Esau have much to work with here? Fastball up and out. 2-0. 2 down. An unintentional, intentional type walk to Esau, perhaps. 2 pitches well outside the zone to him thus far. 2-0 count. Shot by Esau. That's spanked in the 5-6 gap. Galloping home. Ball is bobbled. Sliding in safe at third. Esau scoots to second. The lead for Moosejaw has dwindled to 1. Six, 5, bottom of the 9th.
Now
Keel Crumweedy, can he keep this 9th inning rally going? A lively bunch at Mitchell Field here on the edge of their seats. Bottom of the 9th. Swift has put 2 across home plate. Fastball inside for strike 1. Keel Crumweedy fouls that back. 86 mile an hour fastball, strike 2. Mason Brown on deck. Cole Thibodeau representing the tying run, just a few feet from home plate. Strike 3, drop third strike. And Keel Crumweed unable to leg it out. 57's make it interesting, but the Moosejaw Miller Express earn the series split here in Swift Current. And we're all tied up at 1, heading back to Moosejaw for game number 3. We will have that for you tomorrow night. First pitch, 7:05.
Fans are Lucky Charlie's player of the game tonight with 3 RBI and 2 home runs. Number 11, Brett Esau.
Miller Express get the series split. We're all knotted up at 1. See you tomorrow at Roswell's Park in Moosejaw. Good night from Mitchell Field.